Immediately, we knew that we had to do something, and immediately there was a huge community outreach.
The biggest challenges with the ongoing pandemic is that in-person communication is simply not possible.
We will keep learning, we will keep growing, we will keep supporting each other.
This is In the Moment with COVID-19 here in southern Minnesota. A commonly known phrase in the world of theater is the show must go on. But due to COVID-19, all theater productions, Broadway and otherwise, have been canceled. Sadly, this includes every production that the MSU Department of Theater and Dance were planning on showcasing for both their spring and summer season. Today, I spoke with their Director of Public Relations, Corey Eggeman, to find out just how many shows they had to cancel.
So unfortunately, we've canceled now a total of 10 productions.
Wow.
So we had 6 productions remaining this spring. And that's not performances, that's full-scale productions, as well as Highland Summer Theater. We've made the decision to cancel 4 shows for Highland Summer Theater.
Tell me what shows you had to cancel for the spring season.
So we had 2 studio shows. So those are a little bit smaller scale, but the studio shows are cool because they're completely student-directed, student designed, student acted, of course. And that was 2 shows. One was A Doll's House, Part 2, and Going to See the Elephant. We also had a studio show that was going to open in April called Black Comedy, which was another student production. And then we also canceled Mamma Mia, which was almost sold out. So that was really tough to have to cancel that, as well as a guest performance of Flying Foot Forum, and then the spring dance concert as well.
With shows like Mamma Mia almost sold out with pre-sales, I asked Corey how they were handling refunds for tickets that were already purchased.
We have a live form online that patrons can fill out. So that goes directly to our box office team who are working around the clock to process those orders. So that's at msutheater.com. And then there's a refund request form. They can also email me or Paul Hustles to get that refund process. We can get that processed in just a couple days.
Now, I think I saw something on the Facebook page. Is there also an option for patrons to donate the refund of their ticket back to the theater?
Yes, there absolutely is. We're very much welcoming any refunds. And that's another option on that form. You can just click that you want to do a refund, and then we'll do a receipt, a tax refund receipt. And we really appreciate those donations, but we also understand that money is tight for a lot of families. So we understand when people need that money back as well.
It's a great loss to our community to have to miss these shows. But the biggest loss is for the students who have worked so hard to prepare for them. As a former theater student myself, I know how important the whole process was to me. The camaraderie, the challenge, the anticipation, all leading up to those performances. And I can't imagine the disappointment for these students, knowing that they won't have a chance to get in front of an audience this season. And worse, to be missing out on that incredible bonding experience with one another.
Yeah, well, and truly, Ryan, that's the worst part, right? That's the hardest part, is that the students have already been working on the shows. A lot of them started right after the first of the year, and lots of seniors too. For Mamma Mia, there were a handful of seniors who were starring, or the production stage manager was a senior. So it's sort of a culmination of all their hard work during their undergrad. And so that's really tough. And I've spoken to a couple of them who are they're having a really hard time with it. And like you said, we thrive off of community and companionship.
So with no spring shows and no Highland Summer Theater, MSU is setting their sights on the fall season. And there's plenty of good news on the horizon.
So we've started talking a lot about what we're going to do next season. And it's not public yet, but we're hoping to close next season in April with Mamma Mia, which we just had to cancel for this year.
Oh, good.
Yes, so we're hoping to stage that next April. So if you're sad like we are about not being able to see it, you will be able to see it next April is the hope.
Awesome.
We'll have 17 fully mounted productions next year, and we're so excited to bring them to the community. We're also welcoming a new full-time faculty member next year, so that'll be fantastic. We also just decided as a department on $65,000 worth of scholarships that we'll be awarding to returning and new students. So we're excited to continue to support them.
That's great.
And our department will thrive. We'll be back.
It's really exciting to hear that Mamma Mia will be back. And I'm glad the students are hanging in there and doing some long distance community building.
Well, and isn't it so interesting in these times that people are turning to artists, right? We're turning to music, we're turning to movies, we're turning to podcasts, we're turning to recorded versions of our favorite Broadway shows. And it just, it really shows you the value of art and getting through these times together.
And while the theater is dark, as they say in show business, Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and we're reminded how much it means to us all to have story and spectacle and fantasy. Our love for it is what makes us human. Our imaginations are what set us free. And if Shakespeare's right, and all the world truly is a stage, then the real show must go on, and so must we.